How the rich buy time, while the poor sell theirs. Most people think money is the greatest asset, but they're wrong. The greatest asset on earth is time. The rich understand this, the poor don't. That's why one group is constantly buying time, and the other is constantly selling it. One group gets richer, the other just gets older. From the moment you're born, you're trained to believe that trading your time for money is normal. You go to school, get good grades, then get a job. You sell 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, hoping for a raise, maybe a promotion. You're not taught to own your time, you're taught to trade it. But here's the brutal truth. If you trade your time for money, there's a cap on both, because your time is limited, which means your income is limited too. And that's exactly what the system wants. The rich don't sell time, they buy it. They use their money to create leverage. They invest in people, systems, tools, automation. They ask one simple question constantly: how can I make this happen without me? Poor people ask, how much do I get paid per hour? Rich people ask, how many hours can I free up with this decision? The goal isn't to work more. The goal is to own your time completely so you can spend it how you want, building, thinking, living, or creating new value. Here's the secret. Time isn't just a resource, it's a multiplier. If you spend your hours working for someone else, your time multiplies their wealth, not yours. But when you invest your time into building assets, businesses, content, code, real estate, equity, your time starts compounding. And then you buy someone else's time. You hire an assistant, a developer, a team. Suddenly you have 5 hours of leverage for every 1 hour of your own. Now you're not just using your time, you're using time as a weapon. The poor stay poor not just because of money, but because of how they value their time. They spend 2 hours looking for a discount. They waste days waiting instead of delegating. They refuse to pay someone to do a $10 task, even if their own time could be worth $100 or more. They defend their money but give away their time. The rich do the opposite. Here's the mindset shift that separates the two. The poor think in hours. The rich think in decades. The poor work in their time. The rich work on their time. If you want to escape the trap, start asking, what am I spending time on that doesn't create value? Can I delegate this? Can I automate it? Can I eliminate it completely? And then use the time you save to build assets, even if it's slow, even if it's painful. Because the first hour you buy back is the beginning of your freedom. Jeff Bezos doesn't deliver your Amazon package. Elon Musk doesn't build your Tesla. They build systems. They own machines of leverage. And they use time like investors use capital. They allocate it to the highest ROI opportunities. Even at smaller levels, a YouTuber records one video that gets watched 10 million times. A coder writes one script that saves 100 people an hour a day. A business owner hires a virtual assistant and gains 30 extra hours per month. These people aren't superhuman. They just stopped seeing time as something to trade and started seeing it as something to scale. Here's the formula nobody teaches. Wealth equals time times leverage. You don't need 100 hours a week. You need 10 high leverage hours and the courage to stop trading your life away for scraps. Because every day, someone is buying back their time. Someone is setting themselves free. The question is, will that person be you?